That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We going live and we arguing already.
Hey, all I'm saying, that's my only gripe. I feel like you do amazing. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, and Lo, I want you to know this is absolutely no disrespect to you in the slightest. Nah, all this smoke is to our brother to my left. That is where this is.
Insanity, man. Insanity. It's a shame we've gotten to this point in this podcast where we can't be happy for Lorenzo winning his first BGW championship without you having to throw out like, oh, conspiracies. It wasn't a conspiracy. Y'all went to a tie, which in combat sports would be considered a draw. I made an executive decision as the previous champ. I don't want you to have the championship, so this was an easy decision, personally.
See, that's the thing. So the only reason that I am not acting a complete donkey is because it's not. If this was like if you did this and you were the champion, anarchy in the arena. That's what it
anarchy in the arena.
That's what it would be. But because it's Lorenzo, I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, yo, he deserved it. Shout out to Lorenzo being the BGW prediction champion. Did we tie? Sure. But hey, man, he has the belt. He is the champ. He gets to defend it on these beautiful Sunday twice. So that's A-okay. Now, if Scotland was the one who happened to have the belt, I would be bringing my own belt up here tonight. But that's not what's happening. That's not what this is. So we chilling.
Oh, man. Cena and Punk.
Yes, absolutely. If it was for the Intercontinental Championship, Scott Hall, it's Shawn Michaels. That's not what we.
Yeah, I mean, got put two in the Raptors.
Exactly.
Well, gentlemen,
let's do it.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that type of ignorance that you bestowed upon these good people watching. I'm happy for Lorenzo. My man's finally the champion. He's Billy Kidman. 2,000 sold out tonight. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to let my man relish because he's probably going to lose in a couple hours.
We're going Double or Nothing. We're going Battleground, but let's see, man.
There's a lot going on.
Happy to defend.
Hey, man, can we talk about, just for a second before we start the show, how am I going to watch three things at one time?
So I like to think do. Yeah. So like, what's the order of importance for all three things?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what the plan is, brother. Because this is just how it's gonna work out. Double or Nothing gets the TV because the way I'm gonna watch it is best viewed on my TV. The laptop is gonna be Game 3. My phone is Battleground because it got Peacock on it, so it's cool. So that's what the plan is. I would try to do this to try to watch three things at one time.
You are better than me because Battleground was getting watched tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about this card.
Damn. Hey, brother, I'm just if I'm gonna keep it 100%, more than likely, I'm gonna be on my phone, and Battleground's gonna be off the screen a lot. So hey, I'll hear it. I'll hear Booker T act the fool every night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. But my question of the week for you gentlemen. Let's say tonight is the last wrestling pay-per-view, like the last anything wrestling related, right? Wrestling ends tonight. What is your meal? Like, what is your wrestling definition meal? Like, what are we cooking up? What are we making? What are we ordering?
Oh man, I thought that question was going way different, but now I got to think of food. Okay. Yeah.
The last wrestling meal.
Hey man, I need some steak. I need some steak done medium rare. Have some mac and cheese. Have a nice vegetable of the choice and some bread. That's what will be the last meal.
I like that. That's proper too.
Yeah, I definitely. So It's probably definitely going to be a spread. I'm definitely going to need some pizza involved.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But yeah, man, maybe definitely definitely like a, hot harissa pepperoni, hot honey pizza. Give me some damn, what kind of wings I want? I definitely gotta have wings too. I think on the wing tip, I'm gonna go like Korean. Let's go Korean fried. Let's get some soy garlic.
Delicioso.
Yeah, man. And then let's do like some of that I don't know, maybe because I'm trying to think of something that might go with some Korean wings, vegetable wise. Maybe like some bok choy, like some sweet bok choy.
With the wings, yeah, that'd be tight.
Yeah, man. And definitely maybe some type of like adult smoothie prepared. Fruit smoothie, maybe with some hornitos or something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would go. I still say the spread that BGW put together for WrestleMania. I can't remember the one that was in Hollywood, where
the one at your crib.
Yeah. That spread was incredible. The burgers, the mac and cheese, that delicious dirty rice.
Yeah, man. That man said it was trash, and I was like, man, if this is trash, it is amazing.
Yeah, insanity. But I also would go with on a different occasion, like a pizza is a must.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With the chopped cheese on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Full big back behaviors.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta go big back if it's the last wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what? You know how I answered that question? I answered that question kind of like I was by myself watching it. If I was with other people, definitely the pizza would be involved.
And you see, you continue to prove my point day in and day out about how you only think about yourself when it comes to the questions about this team, because I answered this with the hopes, like Lorenzo, like he locked in. He was like, yeah, me and the team. Then there's Nolo. It's all about me, myself, and I. BGW title, me, myself, and I. The questions, me, myself, and I. When does it stop, bro? When does it stop?
As a great philosopher once said, there is no I in team, but there is a me.
You know what? Fuck this, man. Let's go.
The M and the E.
Real trap shit.
This is the peak of professional wrestling. I love it.
Once again, you're tuned in to the BG Dub. What up? Hit the subscribe button and pour a cup. We back up soon as Scotty beams. Collar and Noble conversation served with a side of collard greens. Nolo's the biggest heel in the photo. D-Mac and Chaz shooting hard from the logo. And off the top rope, starting that guard from a locker room in Philly, they got low. Black guy, BG Dub, throw it up, yo. Wolfpack, throw it up, yo. Sunday night's main event, and we live with it. And this is where we hit the logo.
Got some crappy shoes on. It's never ironed. The shirt is too small. The shitty scarf and the terrible ass haircut. And you think that you're better than moi? Give me a break.
And welcome everyone to the 201st volume of the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. Oh, what's all this then?
Even the good brother Wolverine calling you out for what everybody knows. That's what that is.
Hey, man. Hey, you know what? There's just sometimes, just because I may say something that may tip the scales a little bit doesn't change the what it is. It's the same thing. Babyface in this heel world, bro. Always.
He's sticking to the bio. He's still true to it.
Oh, I hate you.
Oh man.
Hey, yes, the brand is healthy, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to 201. You know what I mean? We are already doing better than when we hit 100. Consistency, man. We weren't gonna do an episode, but here we are. You know what I mean? It's a little early. The sun is still out, unfortunately, but we here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not the biggest fan of sunlight.
Nah, not really. Not really.
I see you, Dane. I mean Bane.
Wow.
I mid Bane. I mid Bane.
Yeah.
I mid Bane.
What the fuck is going on with you, man?
Yo, bro. I mid Bane. that was my bad.
Yo, I was about to pause the show and be like, "Yo, can we talk real quick?"
that was a slip. That was a slip in the tongue. My bad, dog.
Wow. All right. Yo, coming in first, it's Scotland after what?
Coming in second, it is Solo Nolo Green.
Coming in third, the fifth chair BGW pod, AJ Styles P.
Yo, bro, you are on a marathon today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
making it happen.
Like you like, you know, you had the amazing pod just an hour ago with Wolverine, Locker Room Lead. Go check that out. Absolutely. Incredible interview. You're doing volume 201, and then you hopping on Public Enemies this evening after Double or Nothing. You won't be done till about 4 a.m., bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hey, bro.
Yeah,
you are.
Post shows. So that's the thing too, man. Like Anarchy in the Arena, like pay-per-view post shows. Yeah, it's gonna be a little minute, man. But you know, I'm prepared, man. Hopefully I put enough reps in, you know, for this to feel smooth all the way through. But yeah, we good, man. This is all fun. Shout out to everybody.
Think of it like this, like Anarchy of the Arena, that's probably going about 25, 30, right? Easy. I can see Hangman and Ospreay going, I can see that going north of 40. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
North of 40?
I see it going north of 40.
Yeah, for the Owen. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised personally.
Yeah, that's true.
This is definitely, yeah, man. We sending you all the energy, but
we good, baby. We good.
This, you know, we'll get to the predictions and everything later, but this definitely feels like the biggest, like, Owens finals between both the men and the women's, right? Like, you got Mercedes and Jamie Hayter, and then Will Hangman. Like, that's got to be like the two biggest Owen finals they've done.
Yeah, definitely. I would say so.
I mean, just because you can, like, as much as we like love, like, say for the women's last year, we loved Willow and Mariah. We knew who was winning.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what was up. We knew what it was setting up. Like, they might, like, in both of these, you could say it might be like a semi-obvious who's gonna win, but I like there's a good contrary belief to the other person winning. And these are big money matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pay-per-view going until about 1 a.m. I can't wait.
They know people. You know what?
They know people not working.
Yo, Double or Nothing is my favorite AEW pay-per-view for that main reason. The next day is a holiday. I ain't gotta go to work.
That's all right.
Oh yeah, and NXT has a PLE today too.
Yes,
it does. My bad is not excited for Battleground at all.
I don't care about that, man. When one of your matches is a Sean Spears match, come on.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't realize Battleground was today until yesterday.
Me too. I thought it was next week.
My guy, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, even after this week's episode, it was like about Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, "Fuck." Like we in for it. I mean, like we in for it on Sunday, man. Like, and we got Saturday night's main event the night before. Like, it was just like it just all like cascaded. Like at one, like processing that at one time. I'm like, yeah, man, there's gonna be some content being done on Sunday.
Truthfully, like there's a lot. Like, so you got this weekend, and then you got the weekend that does that day that has Worlds Collide, Money in the Bank,
Mhm.
And then, next month we got All In, Saturday night's main event, and then Evolution the next night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's too much, man. Just because WWE want to be petty.
Yes,
You know how
yeah,
they
man.
do?
Yeah, me and Wolf were just kind of talking about this shit, like the oversaturation of the product and like how, like, what is the quality of like stories? How can you build these things out effectively if you're not giving, things time to breathe? And I don't know. It's yeah, feels like a lot though.
Mm.
They said we don't need time to breathe. We got things to get out here.
Mhm.
Content to give out. You about to get all of this grabs.
Chief content officer. You dig Look at Skyface. Yeah, it's like that. And
Well-
executive producer. Mhm.
Well, before we lock in, of course, house business, house rules. Please go follow BGW across all platforms. If you like what we're doing on YouTube, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I believe we're on iHeartRadio. I could be wrong, but who cares? Go follow us anyway. No matter where if you see BGW on your screen, please go follow it. Until the final whistle, locker room lead, Ladies Hoop Collective, the watch list. We're giving you the best, but the absolute best in content creation. I'm sorry.
Something
I'm
for
sorry.
everybody.
I'm extremely biased.
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
But
Just
gentlemen,
like
how are
this
we
wrestling.
doing? You said what?
I said, just like this wrestling. There's something for
It's
everybody.
just a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
It's
something
just a
right.
lot.
Mhm.
It's a lot. But how you gentlemen doing today? This fine Sunday afternoon.
I love doing early shows.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, man. It's still sunny outside. I don't gotta be outside, but I get to still have the wonderful sun coming through the windows and stuff. It's nice.
Yeah, this feels like them specials that they would do before something that usually might come on at 7 or 8. They push it back to maybe 6 because the Super Bowl might be coming on or the NBA All-Star game or something to that effect. Yeah, so this feels cool, man. This feels I'm chilling hard today, chilling hard because like Nolo said, Double or Nothing. I think as well. It's my favorite AEW pay-per-view as well. And yeah, man. All I gotta do tomorrow is say thank you for your service.
Yep.
That's all I got. It's the only work I gotta do. So
Just
that's fine.
nice,
That's fine.
nice salute.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's but
R.I.P.
man, good.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, take a sip of this water. We got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? Saturday night's main event last night. Or as I seen somebody say, Saturday night commercials.
Hey man, I watched it this morning, so I got to see it with no commercials. But I did notice they did not take long to watch this card. Not long at all.
Saturday night advertising event.
Hey, look, man.
And that it was.
Well, okay, so you know me, I feel that's how I feel like this is not a new thing with Saturday night's main event. Like the older ones were just like this too. You know what I mean? That was the reason why they would put the main event at the beginning of the show because they knew that's where the most eyes were going to be. And then it would just teeter off at the end. To now they condense it. You also got to remember the older ones were in replacement of Saturday Night Live.
Mhm.
So the older ones used to come on at 10, 11 o'clock. Now they're coming out at prime time. Oh man, the God in the building. Yes.
JLIO.
Hey, Julio.
Hey, can I just say the stream last night, Julio, Chino,
Classic.
that shit was funny.
Bodega Poppy,
That's what they do,
man,
man.
that shit meant something to me, man. That meant a lot. I was in tears. I ain't gonna front.
You know what I mean? If we the Temptations, that's fucking Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, okay?
Without question.
Them guys, man. Shout out to everybody, man. They, like you said, it was for the day ones, you know what I mean? So classic shit, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I go into these Saturday nights main events. I'm not expecting I'm not expecting quality grabs. We just need to get from point A to point B so we can get to the next one. right? Do y'all feel the same way when it comes to Saturday night's main event? Like, are y'all disappointed in like the match quality that you see on the show?
I wasn't disappointed in the match quality at all. Yeah, I mean, I thought the matches served their purpose for last night. I'm also, not for nothing, I'm just also very proud of my Zelina prediction and proud of her. But I think match quality wise, yeah, they check the boxes.
I want to say, I mean, if you just want to complain about the commercials, that's the only thing that I can see was wrong with it. Like the match quality and everything, they gave you what you got. Is WWE is what you expected, right? Were you expecting like pay-per-view quality productions and presentation? Yes. Like I didn't. It's on TV.
Yeah,
it's on TV. I was about to say that's all.
Not only TV, this is NBC. Do you think NBC give a fuck about pro wrestling? Like, I can see them going up to I can see them going to the president of NBC like, all right, man, we're looking to do maybe a 20, 30-minute match. 20, 30 minutes? Nigga, that's commercial time. What are you talking about?
Bro, all of this is incentive. My bad, Nolo.
Oh, no, you good.
I was gonna say all of this is incentive on NBC because of the Peacock suite. This is a favor. This is, you know what I mean? Because you have NBC, but then you have Peacock, right? And Peacock is, I'm sure they have they got their division and da-da-da-da. But this is, the actual C-suite at NBC, like like at the actual Peacock as they called it back in the day. Yeah, this is just this is fun and games.
Bro, this was 110 minutes of WWE production. Not 110 minutes. That means there was way more wrestling. That was about 70 minutes of WWE production in that 2 hours, and that's okay.
I think somebody like clocked the time. It was 44 minutes in ring action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said we was gonna get less than an hour. Definitely, like we definitely getting less than an hour of ring time.
It's cool, you know what I mean? Like it's like I said, like we've had this dialogue on this podcast many a times about like if you're not getting your fix, go find it somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're not going to put all your efforts into this because you do have Money in the Bank. Is next week?
It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So obviously, I mean, you don't want to exacerbate everybody during this course. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, it set the tone perfectly going into Money in the Bank. Opening match, Sammy, CM Punk, Braun, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was probably match of the night.
Easily match of the night.
Yeah.
Salute to Sammy and Punk rocking the Palestinian colors. That shit was fire. Incredible. But the big thing coming out of this match is the new addition to the Dangerous Alliance.
Yeah.
Big Bronson, baby.
Big Bronson, man. What we thinking? Well, how we feeling about this?
This is what the people needed. This is what the people wanted. And by people, I mean me. This is what I've been wanting. It's for Bronson. I've been waiting patiently for Bronson Reed. I feel like we was robbed not having Bronson Reed at WrestleMania and the run that he would have had leading up to it. Because that man was out there killing people, taking people to the hospital, making them never be back on TV again. But we have him now. He's alive with Seth, Braun, and Paul, and it's gonna be a beautiful summer.
Bronson really dropped 6 tsunamis on Seth and made Seth like, you know what? We need this nigga on the team.
Sometimes a good ass whooping will get you mind right.
Packed him out, right? And the thing is, too, I got a point. I recently just watched the Malice and the Palace documentary on Netflix. Really well produced.
The Untold joint?
Yeah. Wish Rashid could have been a part of that, but
that'd have been dope.
Shout out to Jermaine O'Neal. What this was Kobe Bryant saying, yo, Remember that game? Ron Artest went to, I think, Houston before he went to LA. And then he, subsequently at that time was known as Meta World Peace, or wanted to be known as Meta World Peace. This was basically Kobe Bryant going to get Ron Artest before that championship.
Facts.
Not to say that, Ron Artest never packed Kobe out, actually. I mean, defensively, maybe in certain occasions, but he was always a nuisance for somebody like Kobe Bryant, right? But yeah, this is a lot. This is definitely gonna be a surgical summer. This is a lot. Bron and man, these guys on the same side, like this is crazy. This is insane. I'm scared for people.
Like the idea of, like you said, Bronson, Braun, Seth running through the Raw roster, like that's just exciting business. I mean, granted, what I wanted the reformation of the Natural Disasters with Bronson and Jeff Cobb. We can get there, someday. But I need that tag team. I need Bronson and Jeff Cobb as a tag team, as the Natural Disasters. I need that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The full embodiment of John Tenta and Fred Oatman. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But what this does is it creates, like I said, I'm all about thinking the long term, right? I don't know why, like in 6 months, maybe a year, maybe this ends up being the Mania match, but Bronson Reed versus Braun Breaker.
Hey, you saw how Braun was looking at him.
He was looking
Braun
at him
was ready.
crazy. He was looking at him crazy.
What's this big motherfucker doing here?
Yeah, it's a lot of like big, excuse me, but it's a lot of like please excuse me. I know we live. Sorry. I have to do this. It's a lot of big nigga beef like brewing right now. Like big niggas is beefing heavily right now for like we got Cuz from DC, right? We got Cuz from DC talking about, what I mean? Then we got Yada, him and and JC is some shit there. It's a lot going on. I take it to Rusev, like the wreck that Rusev trying to run through certain motherfuckers. Like Rusev is, I'm trying to see what shit gonna be looking like when he run into one of these motherfuckers.
Yo, hold up, man. You brought up Rusev, man. Like when we get in that Rusev Sheamus match, that's what we need.
Yeah,
it's coming. Yeah. It's coming, man.
Yeah, we need
do not get it twisted to the people that are watching this show. Heavyweight wrestling is superior to any form. Get that flippy shit out of my television screen. big meaty men slapping meat all day. Like
it's like grits, man. Like you said, or the veterans.
Like the fact that we have not had like a Haas tournament upsets me dearly.
It should have happened.
I'm saying, man, like, shoot, like there's so many avenues that you could take this. Like, I honestly throw the tag titles on Braun and Bronson. Let them run roughshod.
Damn, yeah, that's hard.
Man,
yeah,
I like that.
Just let them rock for like 2, 3, 4 months.
Are they the next to take the titles off of the day?
Why not?
They about to get whooped.
I feel like or is it gonna be like a transition? I don't know.
So the Raw tag team divisions, like compared to SmackDown, like night and day. So like, you know what I mean? Like Raw can benefit having like a dominant tag team. It's just like, who do you feed them? Who do you feed them as challengers? You know what I mean? Like you could do Braun and Bronson, Seth and Sammy, or not Punk and Sammy. You can do that. You got the Viking, the War Raiders. But then like, you know what I mean? Like who else? Like you this is the
Creed brothers.
Creed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
See? I'm about to say we can't forget about them. There's a few teams up there. There's a few teams up in Raw, man.
I like that. Yeah. Yo, can we talk about like these reactions that Punk is getting?
I think it didn't happen.
What up?
I think it didn't happen. Peace, Ace. My guy.
Hey,
brother
peace,
Rob.
my guy.
Peace, God, peace.
Mhm.
But yeah, Punk, like them reactions are starting to get like earth shattering.
Yeah, I think it didn't happen. Y'all ready?
Yeah,
What's up?
Y'all ready? I think
I
I
am.
think it is. And I mean, this might be to some people. I don't know. I look at a lot of like like these gentlemen, a lot of old pro wrestling footage. And one thing that I favor in pro wrestling, my most favorite part of any pro wrestling show, I think this is probably in boxing as well. I love me a good entrance. Y'all know how I feel about music. Everybody feels a certain type of way about music, right? Just got done talking to the illustrious Wolverine. However, entrances mean a lot to me. A lot, right? So that's why I like an event such as a WrestleMania and all these things, Hulk Hogan, right? I'm a real American, and just going back to those days, right? Like that, it's quite a spectacle. Depending on whatever event you want to watch, right? Whatever you want to do, WrestleMania 3, like whatever what we want to do, right? CM Punk is he's that. I feel like I just this moment that it happened last night on national television, like CM Punk is like and I think a lot of ways he kind of serves as like an anti-Hogan, and all of that, but not too much, but it's just like, yeah, like he's lapped. I think he's lapped the guy in terms of, and I mean, pro wrestling is at a certain era. It's in a certain area today, right? It was in a certain area in the 80s, but this is parallel to that. Like CM Punk is that. I think he's that. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because you're talking about like the, as the kids say, aura, right?
Yeah, and like everything that goes into an entrance, like the reactions, like what the music sounds like, what are the people doing? Like I pay very close attention to those things, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit when we get into topics about another particular person. However,
It's the presentation. You know what I mean?
It's just but he's this shit is crazy.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, like, as soon as you hear the static, you know what I mean, it goes right into the guitar riff. That's why I feel like that's the biggest aspect about pro wrestling as a whole. You know what I mean? Not for everybody. I feel like for the major stars is different, but like you should be able to know like the littlest things. Like you hear the static, it's Punk. Punk is coming out. Seth, the burn it down. Like you get excited to hear who's coming. But because of where they're at as far as like their interests is, there's a reason why like a lot of talent that I feel like would get bigger reactions, the entrance tells you everything. And you can tell that the talent is trying. Perfect example, like they redid Fraxium's theme.
Yeah.
They got Def Rebel. Shit was awful.
When does Def Rebel ever do anything good?
Def Rebel will fuck up a cup of coffee. Def Rebel will fuck up a tray of ice. Like they just do the assignment. Oh my gosh. Boy, do I miss me some Jim Johnson and the CFOs, boy, I tell you.
Yeah. There's
A good time.
Def Rebel gotta be like the dude with the green shirt that be at the front row. Like, what do they have on WWE?
like Doug, it's a shame that half the themes will go off, and I got to think for a second, like who it is, because I can't tell what terrible interest music this is for the person that's coming out. You'd be like, damn, it's somebody I like.
Sam, man. Do you think Punk? Can you see Punk like once we wrap up with this stuff with Seth? Like Punk is in line to be world champ, right? Like he has to go into Mania or win the title at Mania. Like there's no way around this because we don't have that many moons with Punk left.
No.
So what is this looking like? Like, would you rather him go for Cena or whoever is the world champion, whether it be Jey Uso, somebody else?
When we plan on wrapping up this Cena redemption?
We in the middle right now with Cena, right? Yeah. So Cena's got to go babyface. I'm gonna say, when does he lose the title?
That's what I was thinking. Like, if we and who do we want him to lose it to?
Oh, he losing to Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you do it at SummerSlam? Or would you do it after that? SummerSlam's August.
I see Cena holding the title until his last match.
Mm.
When's the last match? Like December? Whatever?
December, yeah.
Well, hey. Give Punk the they should win it at Mania then.
But what title?
You know what? I didn't think of that. I was definitely just thinking of the WWE Championship. I wasn't even thinking about
we need Cody Punk at Mania, man.
That's what I was going for.
We do. And I mean, I know I mentioned something earlier. Let's do this. I think I can parallel it a little bit better to someone else, and I think it's probably pretty obvious. Punk is like an American Bret. He's like an American Bret Hart, right? Thinking about in terms of entrances and the beginning of Bret Hart's music, right? Like the bass and guitar and the drum, like what that and you know who you about to see. But he's more like an American Bret. Where I am with that, gang.
It's Chaz.
Chaz made it. What's good, my man?
Where I am with that real quick though is that
I just put on a new skin lotion, man. I feel pretty good about myself, man. You know what I mean? Skin feel right. You know what I mean? Smell good. More importantly, I'm on the block with my niggas. What's good?
Listen, man, beautiful Sunday. Real quick though, before we get the introduction, Punk and Bret are both 5-time champions, I believe. And so yeah, what I mean. But yeah, we definitely need that Cody Punk at Mania. And I'm pretty sure Tony Khan is going to have it on his television.
Oh man. Shit, Tony might pull up personally for that.
He said, "I'm here."
Listen, Trips, I know I don't fuck with you, but can I get in real quick? This what it's match.
This could have been a match I could have done, but I didn't because I lost everything.
This is true.
Chaz, first, welcome. Good to see you. You know what I mean? Ladies Hoop Collective, amazing first episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll touch base with it. Excellent. But the question right now we're talking about is CM Punk, the reactions he's getting. When do you pull the trigger on Punk getting the either the WWE title or the world title?
Whoo, man, oh man, look how far we come. Man, oh man, damn boy. When do you pull the trigger? It's a great question. Because he got Mania, right? He got what he wanted, but
we want the
I
more.
wonder if he really wants the chip and the main event at the same time. That would probably be that's where I'm going with it. Like, if we're talking about Punk, what he represents and how he moves, and clearly the motion he still has in 2025, which is unbelievable. You got to do it at one of the big four. So obviously, I don't know about. I guess we can slide past SummerSlam, but either Mania or Survivor.
You should have mad Survivor Series.
I was trying to be nice. I'm sorry, Nolo.
Yo. Why did we have to do
You a waste of
Survivor Series?
You will waste a big title change at Survivor Series.
He returned at Survivor Series.
He returned at Survivor Series.
Yes. Yo, why do we do this? What is Survivor Series?
Let me ask you a question. You know, this is for Nolo.
Oh, Lord. Go for it.
The Survivor Series that Punk returned at.
Yep.
Tell me what that full card was.
The full card?
Yeah,
Dang.
That's foul. That is
Them were the full card ones.
Yo,
Yo, first of all, you want me to remember something from what 2 years ago when
Damn
I can
near
barely tell you? Is it been 3?
damn near.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
think
It'd be
so.
3 years this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So you want me to remember something from that long ago when I could barely tell you what I did yesterday?
Yep.
He
I
said,
can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you can't. I can't tell you the full card, bro. I can't do that. I
To play
apologize. My
devil's
bad.
advocate,
I couldn't even tell you the full. I couldn't tell you the full card of WrestleMania that came out this year.
I pulled it up. Yeah,
No,
what is it?
Survivor Series 2023. Sit on the floor games because that's what
Yeah.
CM Punk did when he came out. He sat on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like this John was light work, but it oh boy, I remember leaving my uncle's crib. Like, yeah, he ain't coming. I was talking to my cousin. I'm like, yeah, I'm out, bro. He not there. He not there. On my way out the door, he was like, no, I think he here. On my way out the door, bro. I'm like, this is the only thing that made this show worth anything. You know what I mean? Like it was amazing. But
Which goes
Damn,
to
you ain't care about Randy, even though they should have just had him return at the show and not let everybody
yeah,
know.
Randy did come back. That's right.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. War
Things
games.
happen. That's what Survivor Series is. Things happen.
Not for
That's
nothing.
what
Survivor Series, what was that? 2022? Oh man.
I didn't even tell you, bro.
Cinema. That was one of the
20.
greatest Survivor Series I've ever seen in my life. Story wise.
That's
Oh,
what
you talking about the one with the Bloodline one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what they should rename everything. Survivor Series. Things happen.
Bro,
Yo.
what is up with you? What you on?
You know what this is.
Do you have a favorite Survivor Series?
Damn.
Who, me?
No, no, not my guy.
Oh.
My guy Scott. You know what? I'm good. I'm about to be petty. So let's move on.
Match number 2 of Saturday Night SmackDown. Chelsea Green, Selena Vega. Hey, one thing I'll say about Chelsea, like Chelsea get active.
All the time.
All the time.
Character, like she really got everything. Like character wise, you know what I mean. I always feel like whenever like a match is done, like she always bloodied up. Like Chelsea a hooper, man. She get
randomly. It's always
She a
random.
worker.
My
She a
mom hit
worker
me
out
like,
there,
yo,
man.
she bleeding. I'm like, yeah, she all right, mom. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
she good.
You know how many times I've seen this woman split? Yeah, pause. But like, I'm just like, yeah, like she's fine, mom. Don't worry about it. You know, mom definitely watched Saturday Night Main Event. You know what I mean? That's enough, just enough wrestling for her. Not too much, not you know.
Just
She's
a
definitely
perfect balance.
the Jon Moxley of the women when it comes to bleeding.
Who, Chelsea? Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Soon as she get in the ring, boom,
Yeah.
busted nose.
But I'm with it though.
Nah, man. They was
Now-
man. They was hating on Zelina for
They
messing up
definitely
the
was-
619.
was
And I was like,
definitely-
why? Yo, she's been doing it perfect forever. And we just gonna talk about the one time she messed up.
They do that a lot, man. Where they
That's
anytime
smart.
like a woman botches, like
That's-
it's like an automatic like, oh, they've ruined the move. Shut up.
That's marks for you. That's just them motherfuckers. That's
like
Yeah,
you could
man,
you
like-
dedicate a whole post to that. Like, what are we doing?
Like, no, it's all good. It's cool.
These are
The
losers.
match was good. The match was good. And Zelina won.
That's like,
Angelina won.
we got all we
Retained her
needed with
belt.
that. We got everything we needed with that match. Let's move on.
Hey, Selena, she might as well enjoy this U.S. title because Julia about to get that.
Mm.
Oh.
Julia,
About to get that joint. Because I don't see Julia winning Money in the Bank. I don't see that. But
I would be
Julia,
shocked.
yeah, Julia
Yeah.
with that U.S. title,
Mm.
yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
What's up with Chelsea though, man? Like, when's her time? Like, she's definitely earned, like the big title, right?
Yeah.
I think Chelsea. Yes, I'm with you. She definitely has earned a world champion title shot or title run, whatever you want to call it. But I know Chelsea from the interviews I've heard, she's cool with like, not saying she's cool with mediocrity or whatever, being, I don't even want to say basic. She's cool with not necessarily always winning, but cool with just making the moments, right? Like she deserves the things she's got because she's cool with like, yeah, wins or losses is great, but as long as you keep talking about it, keep relevant, that's the money. And so for Chelsea, is like, does she want to be like world champion? I would assume so, but I also don't think she's losing sleep either. Because again, she was losing her job back to back to back and not even getting opportunities at all. Now, you know, she's consistent with being on TV and being good on TV.
She's The Miz.
Yes.
And I mean
in
that
the most respectful way.
Yeah. I mean that absolutely in the most respectful way. Like the reason why The Miz is still where he's at is because like
good hand.
The Miz did everything. You could throw The Miz on babyface. You could throw The Miz being a heel. You could throw Miz when you need ambassador work. You know what I mean? You need throw Miz like there's a TV show. Go ahead and throw The Miz up there. That's the reason why The Miz has been here so long. That's the reason why they reward Miz with like so much. Chelsea Green absolutely fits that mode. Like you need her to be a heel, she got you. I feel a babyface run, incredible. TV wise, why not? She's
Hey, they can always revisit her and Tiffany. Because Chelsea was about to win Money in the Bank, and then Tiffany was like, "Nope."
Wow, I remember that. That's when she took that crazy.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Shoot, that'd be a good match for from this year's Money in the Bank.
Yeah, run it back, man.
Yeah. The match being 5 minutes was crazy though. Like they could have gave this match just at least 6 or 7, 8.
It's great.
That shit was.
These match lists on Saturday Night Main Event is just. I was like, damn, y'all not even trying for real. I feel you.
John Cena versus Ron Cena.
Man, that interest was gold.
Yeah.
Gold. I tell you.
Your post, Scott, was right on the money. He is a national treasure, man. Because what? What?
You know how
was a perfect entrance. That was a perfect entrance.
You know how like you can always tell like if somebody's won like best actor, best actress for the movie that they win it in, you can always pinpoint the moment where like, oh yeah, they've won the award. Like there's always one scene where they're like, yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
This was our true solidification of a Hall of Fame induction.
Bro.
The thing they're gonna run back every time.
Every time. This shit was great.
That's gonna start the package off. We gotta start with that. Don't do nothing else but that.
Well,
start with that.
Did y'all know we was getting My Time Is Now twice? Like, did y'all call like honest? Like, I didn't.
No,
I didn't know.
I thought we was about to get What's Up. I thought we was about to get
I thought he might dress up like John Cena. I didn't expect him to actually do the music like John Cena.
That was amazing. And he put the Instagram post up of like the rendering of the t-shirt in a particular group chat. And I said, yeah, they gotta print these like today. Like this he won't wear this tonight, right?
That's an easy bag.
Oh,
but it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense that he had the music. That was gold. That was just gold.
So like about the missus, the shirt. Like she was loving the whole Ron Cena. So like as soon as the match was over, I bought it. And like when you buy something off the WWE shop, like it will tell you like if somebody's like how many minutes somebody's purchased it, right? And so like I'm on the joint for the R-Truth shirt, and it was just like back to back, like this was just purchased 10 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago. I was like, you see, this is why WWE be number one. Marketing.
Yeah.
And just the output, yeah. Like,
and then we also, man, we got to applaud R-Truth just for this storyline in general, because R-Truth has made the John Cena heel turn mean so much more because like he's calling out like this is not John Cena.
Not her giving up
You
the
played
recipe.
no games.
Damn, not her giving up the recipe.
The whole joint.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah.
Hey, man. Like,
Man, we love this shit. It's beautiful.
I try to solidify husband of the year. At least I'm trying to be the Gabe Kid and Kenny Omega when it comes to being husband of the year. Like, solidify it in January. Remind people in the summer. Lock everything in by voting time. We good.
I like it.
I see you playing. I see.
But yeah,
But you're correct.
Yeah,
You're absolutely correct.
Truth has been doing his thing.
That promo on Friday before Saturday.
Money.
Some of his best work too. I would say
beat the hustle, loyalty, and respect into your ass. I stood up. Standing ovation.
Just incredible. Trying to think. When it comes to like do they, based on what we saw at the end of the night, like they run this match back, right? They got like R-Truth is just not done with this. Like he has to be more involved with like making John Cena realize like, yo, we need you. Like if the end goal is not John Cena hugging R-Truth, I don't know what we're doing, bro.
When does our man Truth get his ass whooped and then just goes away? The Judgment Day had to beat his ass hella times before they finally were like, oh, okay.
You know, to be honest with you, I can see somebody beating up R-Truth, and that's what makes John Cena realize, like, hey,
I'm wilding.
Like, did you see Cena's face when like he was about to hit him with the title and Truth just looked at him?
Oh man,
that's how you keep it going. That's how you keep a story going. Like small shit like that. That shit was perfect. That was the highlighted match for me. Both looked so hurt and so just in despair. Like, what? I'm not really about to do this. All right, I love you, but still, fuck you. I'm gonna low blow you. We gonna call it a day.
Ric Flair time.
Yeah,
that's how he pays his homage to Ric Flair every single time.
Just
pretty much.
He's all of us.
Drew, Damian. Okay.
Right.
My favorite part was my favorite part of the match was Jesse Ventura.
Yo,
when he crashed out almost over
crashed the fuck out.
Lorenzo, talk to me, man.
Hey man, and it's funny because when I saw that X cap, I'm like, oh, he got an X cap on and he got Jimi Hendrix on. I'm like, we in for one tonight. Man. I might need Jesse the Body, like, bro. I need Jesse the Body on Monday Night Raw.
Facts.
No, he could be a
I need that old thing back, bro. Like this, huh?
He could be a special contributor. He could be Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan about to be for basketball.
Yep.
That's all. That's what he could do. He could do it. He ain't gotta be here all the time overall. Just sometimes.
No, but that definitely was the highlight, like audibly, like of the evening. You know what I mean? Like Jesse, I can't, man. Like it's almost like that's what you like. That's why he was hired back. That's what the company is paying for. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna need him a little bit more than these sporadic Saturdays.
I love watching because like when they do like the startup of Saturday Night's main event and like Jesse not watching them. He's not watching wrestling week in and week out. You know what I mean? Because when they do the joint, he's reading off the paper. Like Jess don't know what's going on, right? But man, like that's what's missing in the commentating game right now. Like pure like confusion. That man was confused. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah. He was like, "What the fuck? The meme? Oh my god, the meme."
the legend himself.
What's good?
J-Rod. Peace, bro. Yeah, Jess was confused because number one, that is like I hate the rule. Like the whole point of a cage match is like we finish this shit within the confines of this structure. You know what I mean? Nobody leaving. That's the whole point, right? Mm-hmm. And I can understand climbing over. My man Damien was just like, I'm gonna waddle right out.
If you look back at like, yeah, that was crazy.
That was the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in a steel cage match.
He hit that man with a concerto and said, "All right, I'm out."
Jesse was about to get Jesse was about to get up and beat his ass. Like, you go be a man and finish this. Climb over the climb over.
Yeah. He from that era, man.
My man questioned his manhood because he didn't want to climb.
Yeah.
God damn.
Sanity, man.
What you mean you can walk out? Man was upset. I couldn't wait to hear it. Boy. I can't wait to hear how he was going bad.
He couldn't have known what the finish was going to be, right?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, that was
good.
Probably not. Like that was probably the real deal. Like all that was straight from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Jesse there for vibes, bro. He don't know who about to win.
Yeah.
He probably pulled Michael Cole aside. He was like, "Is this the bullshit y'all doing now?"
Right, exactly.
Is this what the fuck y'all doing? Is this how y'all back in my day?
Yo.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. We hope you enjoy your time off. Thank you for tapping in with us.
That's cool. Shit, I'm jealous. I wish I was off. Thought about calling out, but I ain't gonna do it.
Damn, you should, bro.
You should.
No, absolutely not. That's why I don't bring this in the conversation. That's why I don't bring this in the group chat.
Yeah, let me not say it.
Hey, brother, I'm old.
Because I'm calling out.
Ever need?
That's why I'm not calling out Sunday.
Oh, okay. You already called.
Right.
Nah. See, don't ever try to ask me to be like, "Hey, man, you think I should go to work today?" My answer always gonna be no.
I'm aware.
That's what I want to hear.
No, absolutely. So no, thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I just can't be online because Double or Nothing. That's what I really want to. Well, like Battleground's cool. Don't get it twisted, man. Double.
Oh, nah. You should hear how Scotland feels about Battleground.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Hey, bro. Put it like this, man. We not going over it wasn't on my list.
Damn.
Yeah. We might.
My man said we're not even talking about it.
Listen, I get it.
We can go through if we can dedicate 1 minute and 30 seconds of our predictions, then we good.
Okay.
For the whole show, 1 minute.
Yeah, for Battleground, we don't need to spend 5 minutes on that.
As you should ignore it. Always ignore it.
Jey Uso, Logan Paul, another, whatever.
It did what it needed to do.
Mm.
Hey, when did they start calling Cody the quarterback?
Since he put it in his his bio.
I'm not calling him that.
He took it out. He took it out after he lost to Cena.
He QB2 now.
Yeah,
hey man, but that's what it was built.
Damn.
You know what? I feel like he started feeling that way. That quarterback shit. He started feeling like that, and all relative to kayfabe and that story.
Yeah.
When him and Roman met at Georgia Tech, and I think it was somewhere around there where he was like, "Yeah, bro, like I'm QB1 around this bitch, bro. Like, fuck is they talking about? Like, I'm Georgia. Like, that's like this. Like, but yeah, I'm thinking it's probably around them. But it is a little. It's a choice. So
I thought it was around, and it was probably the same time. I thought it was around like maybe 2 years ago when they did the list, the PWI. I said that right?
PWI, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was around the first time I saw him do it when he was number one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I saw him do the whole QB1 shit.
I just like.
My man said he holding the clipboard. That shit crazy.
My man called him Trent Dilfer.
The tablet.
God damn.
Yo, it's
the
a tablet
Microsoft
now. You're
tablet.
right. You said it's tablets now.
Either
My
way.
bad.
No, you good. You good.
Oh, bruh.
You see the picture of this nigga on the roller coaster? He got a suit on.
I did see that.
Hey, this
That's
nigga
what
so much,
behavior.
bro.
My bad is so.
Like where they just come from? The news? Like what was he doing that day? Like what, did he have an interview? Like what was like local news, John? Like Matt Shaw.
Damn. Nice job. Hey, bro. I remember when he was the Texas' best quarterback.
Boy.
Man,
Boy.
scary times. Poor Andre Johnson.
He's supposed to be the next one.
Did Cody play high school football?
Yeah.
But he wasn't no quarterback.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I feel like we'd have heard that by now.
Yeah.
The only sports I knew Cody did was he wrestled. And I only know that because he wrestled Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not calling this man the quarterback. Like Michael Cole was excited. The quarterback. Shut up. Like,
damn.
what are you doing, bro?
In my mind, I'm thinking about Cody dropping back. Like I'm just thinking. Oh boy! But I also go to that fucking old vignette of Mr. Perfect where he threw this dude something past.
Oh yeah.
I love this shit, man.
Yo,
oh my god,
that man running to catch it.
Classic.
So we get in Cody, Logan. Who are they going against?
No, Cody.
No, I'm sorry.
Versus
Cena and
Cody
Logan.
Yeah.
And Cody and Uso.
Yes.
That's that Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Yes.
He just called him a
YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Wait.
He did call him.
When is Jay? Oh, that's SummerSlam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
What
So Jay and Gunther at SummerSlam.
No.
No.
Jay and Gunther is the Monday after Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, sure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Hey,
know.
man,
I have no dog.
That crowd sounded like really excited to see Cody last night.
Yeah.
They was hyped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was too.
I'm happy to see Cody. I ain't got no problem with Cody. It was nice that he took a break.
Right. I get the QB1 thing. I understand.
He ain't my quarterback. But it's all good.
He's not my quarterback.
Yeah, he ain't mine, but he's cool.
No, y'all talking. I probably gotta take the nameplates off the chip now.
I mean,
Cody Kessler.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm drawn. You chill, man.
No, you good.
Cody Kessler.
Yeah, I mean, he had a short stint with us. Yeah.
You know, Cody operates on delusion. Right? He, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure, like Cody, like everything about this is real. Like, he's got the beautiful family. He's got the he's coming in with the big bus. You know what I mean? He has the suits. He has the track suit. He probably really looks at himself like a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, he seems like he has studied a lot of like the John Elways. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like to Cody, this is 100% real. Like, I'm gonna take this, put it on my back.
Yeah,
man,
definitely.
he's
Definitely that.
He got that varsity jacket ready.
Dan Marino.
Yeah, John Elway.
You know, the Cody and football culture thing is always funny. I remember around the time, this AEW was like a year in, and I think MJF, Cody, and Brandy was running around Marietta and somewhere. Probably around the university too, doing like interviews and shit. They, local news shit. Because that's, I know they be getting into that type of shit down there. However, I remember it was like a short video I think Brandy took of MJF and Cody on a plane, and they all had on like Georgia Bulldogs apparel. I think one time they all had on like Illinois apparel too, like the Fighting Illini, University of Illinois. And I'm like, yo, this is like this is Dicky, and like MJF not going. He about to turn on you, dog. Like, what the fuck is you chilling with this nigga with the Georgia,
You just wasted all this
Georgia Bulldogs fucking sweatsuits on and shit? Like, it was just I don't know, but it reminds me of that, like all of the Cody football cute shit. Like, fuck out of here, Cody. It's like no.
I just want to say, whenever it's time to pull the trigger, like we need these BGW tracksuits.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we need that.
Ooh.
We need that.
And you know we're gonna all wear some. We're gonna all wear some Air Maxes.
Ooh.
That's what we're gonna wear with it.
I see it. I see it.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
Nike hat.
Because y'all both had on Air Maxes the night of the poetry space, and I was like,
Yes, we did.
that might be our shoe. Okay, I mean, me and Scott both had on hard bottoms, but
Well, yeah,
I'm like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, no, the Air Max might be it for us. Because
The synchronicity was on point that night. I would say.
It was a great night. It was a great night, man.
Well, this is where we go on to the first topic. You know what I mean? Whoever wants to go first. I don't know if y'all want to. Well, let's start with the word.
Quick,
Well,
wait. I have a question first.
what do you want?
Hey, Lorenzo, are you
Yes,
doing
sir.
your original topic or are you doing your Jon Moxley topic?
I'm doing Jon Moxley because I think that's what. Did you want to talk about that? Did you want to talk about?
Oh,
location?
I was gonna take the
Okay.
one since D-Mac ain't here.
Yeah, that's yes. Yep. That we good. We good.
Like the BGW title taking shit that's not yours. So let's go to Lorenzo. You know what I mean? Double or nothing. Right?
Yo, what is up with this nigga?
Nigga, you got on Twitter, you got on the actual platform, and you called me Elon. You don't think I'm just gonna let that shit rock?
You was doing Eli shit.
That's crazy, bro. You know what? Another executive decision has been made.
Dude,
All
Eli-
your picks for tonight disqualified.
You can't do that. So it's okay.
Guess what? Just did.
Nah.
I'll have a.
See, all you're doing is feeding into the same narrative that I had that I've been saying about you. Yep.
You know what? You give our BGW world champion his proper introduction right now.
First of all, you're not gonna act like that's some punishment to me. Me out here celebrating my brother. My
The
man
first
out here won his first championship, even though it was given, but still won.
See,
He said it wasn't earned. I got you.
You-
Lord. I got
Lorenzo, I want you to remember this, right? I want you to really lock in. You know what I mean? Not only has this man put an asterisk to your victory,
I didn't do that.
you did. You did.
Bro, this is like superstar Billy Graham and Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
I ain't get no asterisk. I ain't say nothing. I'm out here. I'm proud of my man's. That belt is his. He deserves that belt.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
That's all.
Give him.
It's cool.
Give him.
So
give
can
him
I
his-
do what I was about to? I
Yeah.
had a whole thing going, and then you cut me off.
Go.
But it's okay. I got you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So he came way out of Philadelphia. He came all this way to win his first BGW Predictions Championship. He is that man. He is the scholar. He is better than everyone. He is Lorenzo. And you better remember it because he is going to be the champion. You're going to have to defend that shit twice tonight. So good luck to him.
Yes. I have to wrestle twice. You know what I mean? A wise man once said somebody got wrestled twice. You know what I mean? This weekend. And that wise man was me. I was referring to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. I do have the name. I do have the plates here. Like I was saying, I might have to take them off soon. But I really appreciate y'all, gentlemen, man, winning the first chip. We here, man. We here. But, you know, I'm happy to defend. I will defend, right? As another CFO theme song once said. Shout out to Bob Roode. Glorious days, glorious. Anyway, we doing topics now. That was my shit. I will defend. We on topics now on first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So 6 years ago, I'm not necessarily, I don't know the date, but we all know that tonight is Double or Nothing. All Elite Wrestling's premiere pay-per-view. The first one that they did. There was a gentleman who debuted on that night at Double or Nothing 6 years ago. He's currently your AEW champion. I think it's time to have a conversation about Jon Moxley. And like one of those conversations. Something I mentioned earlier about Punk, we was talking a little bit about entrances and all of that good stuff. And I'm big on the major league movies. I mean, not for nothing, but I even, I like the New Japan theme, right? That's kind of being used now. Has Jon Moxley lost some of his original Jon Moxley aura for when he stepped into Double or Nothing 6 years ago? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because not just because of shout out J-Rod, not just because of the Death Riders and everything going on with that, but let's just think about like the exit of one who we and at that's Dean Ambrose, right? The Dean Ambrose stuff that was going on, the pooper scooper interview and the gas mask and all of that good stuff. We sort of got the guy we all once knew and loved as Jon Moxley debut on the AEW Double or Nothing and stepping to Kenny Omega, right? Quite a fucking debut. From that point to about, let's say, like 3 years from that point, like, I mentioned something about entrances. I was always trying to see, like, I was very keen on Jon Moxley's entrance. And for a minute, to me, like, I'm like, yo, like, Jon Moxley, like, might, and, this is, like, very early AEW, right? And it's like, we're feeling things change. And I'm like, you know what? Again, this is kind of, like, right before the dailies, right before, like, COVID, right before what we start getting into with the bloodline. Like, so really think about what's going on with wrestling globally, right? But I'm like, not for like Jon Moxley might be like the most important wrestler in the world. And the reason why I say that at that time, and the reason why I say that is because it reminded me of Punk, right? Like Punk's situation was way more like different. It was drawn out. It was a lot, right? We even had Punk show up on like some random like WWE program, right? And he made some quote talking about some, we going to change the culture and all of this good stuff, right? We ended up getting, we mentioned Survivor Series here tonight, right? So a lot about this topic is kind of like circling back to points we've already touched on tonight. However, I think that Jon Moxley was the most important wrestler in the world at that point because one, the story that surrounded his exit from the most profitable wrestling company on planet Earth, right? But also Jon Moxley is wrestling. Like Jon Moxley is indie wrestling and he is important and just a staple and to a lot of us, here on the East Coast, Midwest, right? But seeing Jon Moxley on television, seeing him on pay-per-view, I'm like, I think this is the most important time in his career, but he's the most important wrestler in the world right now. I think that when we think about the lineage of the AEW championship, I don't want to sit here and say that he has been the greatest AEW champion. I don't think I want to go that far, but I think he's been the most important. He's been the most. So here's where I am now. I think that John needs to go away for a little bit. I think this Death Rider stuff and some of this stuff, I think we got some go away vibes going on with John. And not for nothing, I don't want to, we know kind of, personally what he's probably been through in the last few years, different things like that. And I think he's maybe exceeded his own expectations on where he would be in his career, right? Maybe, he could probably care less about the response. But I just want to know from y'all, like, does John have a little bit of go away heat right now? Should he? Will he? What's happening tonight? Based on what we see on in the arena tonight, how do those things factor in? So I'm just very curious about how the rest of 2025 looks for John. Yeah, I'm just very curious. But he is one of my all-time favorite performers on the indies of all time, like top 5. You know what I mean? Kind of excluding the AEW stuff. You know what I mean? But just thinking about back in the day, all that shit. But yeah, I think that it's oh my god, I can't wait for Willow either, sis. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I'm questioning a lot about my boy right now, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong, But the last time that Jon Moxley was like looking like he was about to take a break, then someone get like hurt. One of like Punk when he got hurt.
It was Punk.
Yep. Yeah, man. So who about to get hurt this time? So then they had to bring him right back.
Hangman has been a great champion as well, though. I don't want to tell you, I mean, Hangman right up there too, as far in terms of that importance. But
Moxley's the most important. I mean, not Moxley. I think Hangman's the most compelling and important character in AEW.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do think like if we're looking at All In, like let's say All In is the definitive end of the Death Riders, right?
Yeah.
Whoever wins the ON wins the AEW championship. It's a big moment with if it's Will, it's a monumental moment if it's Hangman. For the reason why that Lowe's bring this up of Jon Moxley's importance, right? Hangman and Jon Moxley is probably the best match you can make for AEW for the World Championship, just based on on how important AEW is to both of them. I genuinely believe, like my heart of hearts, AEW is not AEW without Jon Moxley. And yeah, you could, we got the Bucks, Kenny, cool. And they're very important and very essential. But I feel like Jon Moxley doesn't debut 6 years ago, then it's a whole different look for what AEW is. Like they needed Jon Moxley, right? And I think over the years, we've seen Jon Moxley become essentially the ace. You know what I mean? Like my best comparison to Jon Moxley right now is he's Jumbo Tsuruta in early 90s All Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that don't know the knowledge, Jumbo Tsuruta came up under Giant Baba, huge star, 70s, 80s. And then the tail end of Jumbo's career, he's feuding with the Super Generation Army. And that's Masawa, Kobashi, Kawada. Oh, shit. Light went out.
Oh, man. Hey, yo, Dark State coming for you, dog.
Oh, man. That shit came. That was crazy. I'll fix that in 1 second. I was cooking.
No. You were cooking.
Giant Baba heard his name. He was like, whoa, shut it down.
Hey. Nah. That's because you didn't call him Giant Cuck. It's okay.
Damn. That shit's wicked.
Good,
but yeah.
Yo, that is my favorite. Yo, that's probably like my favorite thing you've ever told me.
I wish I never, because I told you that 4 years ago. You still call that man.
You be calling his name? What he should be?
I show respect where respect is due, right? But anyway, like I said, Jumbo's last part of his career was feuding with the Super Generation Army, mainly Masawa, about like the same premise. Like you have these young, hungry up and comers wanting to take the spot, but like I don't know if they're hungry enough. So we got to test them. We got to test where they're at. The whole argument with the Death Riders, that's a conversation for another day. But I think Hangman wins tonight. He wins at All In. Jon Moxley goes away for the rest of the year. I think it makes sense for Jon to go away for some time.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I just thought about something. I think I picked Ospreay. Fuck.
Yeah.
It was an impulse pick when I did it. That was the last thing I did before I hit send.
It happens. It happens.
Oh man,
hey, man.
I'm gonna be looking at the title all night. I'm gonna be looking at the
bro.
title like how Dwayne was looking at the Rubik's Cube.
You gotta hate when that happened. You know when you like pick somebody and then like you actually like think about it later. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Why'd I pick?
Yeah, no, that's cool though. I'm with that, Scott. Yeah.
Damn, not low trying to renege. That's crazy.
No, I ain't gonna renege. No, I'm standing that. I'm gonna stand in that. But yeah,
I know you are. I believe in you.
I'm gonna stand in that. I ain't going. You know what I mean?
That's what's going to lose you the time.
Oh, absolutely. I've been there. I know. Yo, but
I
nah,
feel
but
like I'm not.
Jon
Yeah, I mean,
Moxley,
if I pull it back, then it's like
Well,
I used to bet a lot, y'all. So I ain't.
let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is your mind telling you, and what's your heart telling you?
The heart is telling me Ospreay. The heart is. I mean, I'm.
Your heart out here lying to you too.
Again, man, I want all of these conversations to make sense. I was here, last year on the watch list. We was talking about a particular title match, right? That featured Will Ospreay and what he's about to do in AEW and da. I'm just trying to make it all make sense, but we gonna see. I'm just trying to be a fair predictor, a fair champion in these predictions as well. So,
hey man, so I'm gonna make a baseball reference for Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, like you already called him the ace. That man is the big game pitcher. Anytime you need a dub, like this is the anytime it's a big game on the line, AEW goes in to go get Moxley every single time.
Like Verlander.
Yeah, Verlander. I'm a Braves fan, so I'm partial to John Smoltz personally.
Here we go.
So yes, but hey, every single time, man, they in trouble. Save us, John. Save us. And that's who comes to save the day every single time.
Yeah, I own several John Smoltz trading cards, so I ain't gonna do that. But that's
Me
facts,
too,
man.
brother.
That's facts. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, because I love Tom Glavine. I love Greg. They put me through struggle sometimes. You know who did it though? John.
Don't get me started, man. Please don't get me started, Nolo. This is the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, speaking of Mox, like, just piggybacking off that, Darby, he's on the descent of Mount Everest and everything, which I think he might have actually, like,
he might be down now, right?
Yeah, he should be down. They
said that's the hardest part is coming back down.
Yeah. Because you clearly still got to run Mox and Darby, right? Yeah. Does that even need a world title?
Mox
and Darby, does that need the world title to? Because okay, so like
not necessarily.
There's so many things you got to factor in, right? Like the definitive thing is the world champion is defending against whoever wins the Owen at All In, right? Depending on what we see tonight, like so many things like an anarchy in the arena, I 100% anticipate that we get Eddie Kingston tonight, that Eddie Kingston returns, especially to combat Gabe Kidd interfering. Gabe Kidd is the one that was in the match with Eddie when he injured himself. But like, I can see like leading into All In or potentially afterwards. That's why like I'm not 100% concrete that Mox is losing at All In, right? But I feel like the finale, the whole end of this whole thing, it needs to be Mox and Darby because that's kind of how this whole thing started, right? But does that need the world championship to like solidify that?
Nah, I was gonna say he don't need the belt for that. Like that's just some personal shit between the two of them. Like the end of that match, and you could just have like Darby choking out Jon Mox to win. And like to completely kill the whole Death Riders like nail in the coffin shit. I think
coffin match.
There you go. See, choke that nigga out and then roll that nigga in the ring. I mean,
Chaz not feeling it.
No, I am.
No, yeah,
your facial expression didn't see it at first, but I understand.
My bad. Sorry. Yes, that's violence. That's violence. I love all that. Yes, I'm here for that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like personally, putting the AEW flag on the top of Mount Everest, like to me, that solidifies your world championship run.
Yes.
Like
you ready to die for this shit, bro. You ready to die for that.
Top of a fucking mountain, nigga. Damn. For the AEW?
Yo, man.
Damn.
You climb past hella bodies Hella frozen
Hella
bodies
body.
to put that flag up there.
And a couple goats.
Oh, I'm sure it's more than a couple.
Yeah. Damn. Nah. I'm especially now it feels like the motive is all in on Hangman. So now that we kind of, because again, it felt like for a minute the chips were all in on Darby. Like that had to be the end all be all, the end game. Then he decides, wants to be He-Man and climb a fucking, mountain shit. Cool. So they had to pivot, and we were trying to figure out what was going to be the answer. It was a lot of multiple solutions, and then in comes the Hangman arc that seemed to just take a life of its own. And I think Scott said it before, like, this is probably Hangman's most important role that he's going to play. Like, how do you? It's easy to be the heel and be reckless because of everything that's happened to you. Cool. Now, how do we get you back to the Hangman we not know and love? Is just a whole different person, but a whole new Hangman with a whole new crowd and potentially a whole new run. Because a lot of times people feel like his run got marred by the whole CM Punk thing, things like that. That's another conversation of the day. So
his run was great. I don't care.
I enjoyed it. I do understand people wanted more from it. I enjoyed it. But anyway, so yeah, it feels like this, like you said, just keep this shit for the streets, keep it personal, choke out blood. We need massive blood. Fuck it, call Sting. I'm pretty sure he won't mind. Trying to figure out who else I want shenanigans. Like I need shenanigans with this shit. Like this shit has to be massively chaotic because that's how this whole thing has been. Like it has to end in the right way. So yeah, keep that shit personal for the streets.
I'm always for Sting coming back.
Do you know? Did you not see that man smile when you mentioned Steve Borden? That man was like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm here."
Do you know what the most important part of All In last year was? It wasn't Brian winning the title. It was Sting showing up. That was when I was the most active.
I remember I was out here saying wild things about Bryan Danielson.
That whole summer. It
wasn't the whole summer.
It was the whole summer. It was the whole summer. You were sick.
Was it the whole summer? Oh,
yeah.
Man. I thought it was like close to like the end.
Yo, there's a video. Brian Danielson was at the Action Wrestling show last night, and like he was giving Blue Panther a hug because Blue Panther was out there, and that was that's his favorite luchador, and it just really it was really wholesome to see how happy Brian Danielson was giving Blue Panther a hug. I think it was a late like that was a genuine real smile, man. Like,
hey man, when you see your favorite,
you just get all giddy,
yeah. It's got hugs.
Hey, Scott, I was about to say, yeah, I kind of wanted you to see that question.
Would you compare this current Heyman run to a? That's a good comparison, actually.
I can see it.
Yeah, that's a good. I've always looked at Hangman like, like a blend of Magnum TA and early babyface Sting. You know what I mean? Like, You know what I mean? I think at one point, like I think I pitched on the timeline like Hangman and Rusev when he was Miro could have been like the Sting and Vader of AEW. I mean, obviously we never got there, but like Hangman, yeah, as like the importance. People, I will always bring up. People forget the importance of Crow Sting in the very beginning. You know what I mean? That was the first true superstar of the Monday Night Wars, and I feel that's where Hangman is today.
Sting has always been over, huh?
I mean, it's fucking Steve Borden.
Like
it's
hey, nigga, fuck the rest of this podcast. I'll spend the entire time talking about Steve Borden.
Yeah,
it's just like
man said, we'll turn this to a Sting pod immediately.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I get it. It's just when we randomly talk about it, you always think like, There was never a moment when he wasn't staying like you said, it wasn't him. It was never an era where he never got pops. Even in TNA run, like this nigga always had the fucking juice.
Yeah.
That's a good podcast right there. Talk niggas with undeniable juice throughout the era.
I like it. That's
a good podcast right there. Because Sting is
no matter what, you the man.
I like that. Excellent topic, by the way, Lorenzo. Excellent topic.
Oh yeah, no problem, boys.
Who up next? Who got their topic ready?
You want to go straight as you want me to go?
Sure, I'll go.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Chaz. Let's go.
Oh God.
Oh, you know what you're talking about.
Stay on.
He said, "Nah."
It's not that deep.
He said it's not that crazy.
So, obviously, for a while, if you've been tuning into the pod for a minute, whenever we have moments when we talk about, Ring of Honor, especially for all three of the brothers is here, that's a special thing. February 23rd, 2002, that was the start of something special with Ring of Honor and the moments that it produced, the wrestlers that it produced, and how the impact of ROH and the wrestlers that came from it are still doing their thing today. Where my conversation comes in is that it seems like it's really, really time to stop low-key wasting what the potential Ring of Honor is and what it absolutely should and could be. Too often, I don't see too many people talk about ROH on the timeline, whatever, unless you again really in the trenches and things of that nature. And it's not because of it's a lot of things, but it's not because of the wrestlers per se, because there's talent there in the trenches, but it is a lack of branding. It is a lack of marketing. It is a lack of building something that could potentially push the brand of AEW into the stratosphere of being the solidified number two. Too often we've talked on this podcast about how ROH could easily be like an NXT if you really truly wanted to have this. Because I know people have said it before, where it's like people feel like AEW should have a developmental league or developmental ranks, and that's another conversation of the day. But if they were really kind of serious about it or truly serious about building into the wealth of talent, building into what a powerhouse, a machine that AEW could be, that would be a perfect start. Because again, we all know how much NXT means to the culture of wrestling. We all know how much NXT has sometimes carried the week when SmackDown wasn't doing good or Raw wasn't doing good. NXT would come in and carry the forward. We all have seen now how the makeup is. WWE is truly three brands, because you see the wealth, you see the growth, you see how much investment comes from NXT. Again, we're having now TNA people on NXT and vice versa. We're having the TNA belt being defended at NXT for Battleground. That's a historical thing. That's a big thing. So when I look at things like that, when I look at NXT, I'm like, ROH has the lore, has the history. You're connected to a money-making brand. There's no reason why you can't do the same thing. And not in the space of they're trying to merit. No, if you have a brand that clearly people still have a love for because of the nostalgia about it, if you have a brand that still has talent that's really getting wasted, or they're getting like really dope ass pushes, or the shit that they're doing is creative as fuck, but they're not being used or they're not being seen, or they'll have a flash in the pan and you never see them again. That shouldn't be happening if you're really invested into what you want to truly be when it comes to wrestling. If you truly want to be the second option, then your actions have to match your words. And for me, I know I'm not by myself, but it'd be like, yo, Queen Amanada is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Made her way through ROH, killing it through ROH. Had an amazing battle with Athena multiple times. Had a dope-ass connection with Red Velvet, which I thought should have even went further. All these things were happening, and niggas like us, because we love the game and we love black, we saw it, we echoed it, and we pushed it, but that's what we do. But something should have came from all of that. Queen Amanada should be in these conversations when we're talking about AEW women's in the game or who we're building behind. Yet, for some reason, she has not. She's lost on the wayside. Athena, again, not in a similar way, but she made her bones and she really put the stamp on her back and carried that brand for years. Again, we championed it. We echoed it. We saw it. I truly believe for that hot pocket of moment where always was just hitting on all cylinders, Athena was a heavy part of that. If anything, she was the reason it was because of that. She carried a whole brand and she's still the record holder, but correct me if I'm wrong, obviously for the women's, but is she the record holder for just, okay, she's the main record holder for a title in ROH. That's nothing to sneeze at because, again, how I started this conversation of the names who have come through those doors, the names that started in Philly, all and where we're at now, ROH means something to a lot of us. And Athena understood the assignment and carried it. So I say all that to say this. Something should have came from Eddie Kingston's title run. Something should have came from Mark Briscoe's title run. But nothing truly did. And it only got worse when Jericho had the title. Those two runs, along with Athena, along with the heat, that pocket of heat ROH had, like last year, end of like 2023, 2024 was just like a solid year for ROH. That should have led to more. The conversation should have been had with putting wrestling minds in positions, the same thing they did with NXT. And you have a business mind that understands how much wrestling is important to us, mirroring each other to carry that brand. Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, Mark Briscoe, whoever you think has a strong wrestling mind that can see the vision, that should be the agenda moving forward for this, because I'm getting frustrated when I'm looking at ROH and I'm watching it because I love wrestling, but I'm getting frustrated with the lack of potential and talent that comes through those doors. And don't get it twisted. When we see somebody who we see on Twitter or we know in these making their way, it's a huge thing because it's still on television. So I'm going to always celebrate that. I'm never going to knock nobody from making their way to ROH and BNT. That's the same thing as somebody making it to the G League because you're one step away. So we're going to celebrate that. But my thing is, too often, ROH gets pushed to the wayside or forget about it, or just kind of like the wrestlers get combined within AEW with Collision. You don't really see them on Dynamite too much. But my thing is, it shouldn't have to come to that. ROH has enough talent, enough nostalgia, enough people that love it. And clearly the bag is there from Tony. You really, truly wanted to invest. You were really serious about being the B, which is not a downgrade, but if you're really sure about being the alternative, because that's why we love AEW, is the alternative. That's why we love ROH. It is the alternative. We come for the graps. We come for everything else when we're not getting it from WWE. We come to the Indies and we come to ROH because we need that. That's the symmetry. But if you were really serious about trying to be the alternative for people that love this shit, then there has to be more of a conscientious effort to really take ROH to the next space. ROH can truly be on top of the top developmental league if only the passions and the effort and the same love you have for just trying to be number 2 to WWE was in that same energy. That's all I got. Thoughts?
Okay, so for the people that you named, like when you said like they didn't do anything with their runs when they had the ROH titles, I feel like, well, the two that you named when you said for Jay Briscoe and Eddie Kingston. Now, did they bring ROH up? Not so much. But did they do something for them as individuals? I feel like they did do something for individuals because Kingston won the the Continental joint.
Yeah, Continental, and I think he had the Strong title at one point too.
Yeah, he won. We had 3 belts at the same time.
Right.
He did that. Jay Briscoe, when he was the ROH champion, was on Dynamite way more than he was on ROH.
Right.
So for that, I guess my whole thing is like, I know you want to make it a developmental for ROH, but what does that look like?
But see, that's my thing. So I'm glad you said that. When I say I didn't mean, I hope I wasn't saying that they didn't do anything individually. I was more so thinking about where I thought it was going to go with those two kind of staples of ROH coming back to the fold. And like you said, being seen more dominant in Dynamite, or even being seen more nationally, I thought something from that runs was going to lift the brand up even more. So I apologize if I said that they didn't do anything, because that wasn't the case.
No. I totally understood. I totally understood what you were saying. I'm just personally curious. And then for what my man Mark is saying, do you guys think ROH putting their content back on YouTube will help with exposure at all? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't help. I feel like when they had AEW Dark and AEW what's the other joint called? Dark
Elevation.
Elevation. Yeah. I'm about to say, like, I know it didn't get watched like all the time, but I feel like it would get watched way more if it was ROH Dark, ROH Elevation, or just having their show up there to begin with and not being behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, what Tony is doing with ROH reminds me a lot of the current state of battle rap. It's yeah, I ain't gonna delve too deeply, but it's very similar. You know what I mean? It's like accessibility is key. Moments are key to make available on platforms like YouTube and things like that. Yeah, and that paywall thing, I think it's very, very similar situation.
Like, in fact, if we go with other things, comparing to other things, it's like what they're doing with MLS right now. MLS is not that big of a. Before they put it behind a paywall, you should have got way more of a bigger audience. And I feel like that's what holding ROH back from getting bigger, is that you have to pay for it to watch it, which is cool, but you basically are only going to make it. You got to make people like invested in that way when they could invest in it. At least give it a free option where you can watch it and be able to catch up on stuff. Because there's no guarantee everyone's going to just watch it for what it is when you got to pay for it.
Scott.
Number one, I am so freaking proud that you remember the date for the first Ring of Honor show. Man, that shit made my heart so happy. Yeah. That's an important day.
Yes.
And very important. But we were there, me and Nolo, for the first Ring of Honor show after Tony Khan bought it.
Oh shit, we were.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When was this? I love time dates. I love stamps.
That was 2022.
It was the main. It was WrestleMania weekend in Dallas.
Still one of the biggest honors as a wrestling fan, getting there to see the very first FTR Briscoes match.
Woo!
My favorite. One of probably these one or two in my favorite tag team matches of all time. Love that series, right? But Ring of Honor, it from the get-go was a YouTube show. Like at the time, they got rid of Dark and Elevation, and they replaced it with Ring of Honor. We would be talking about Ring of Honor in a whole different light, right? I watched the last show they put on YouTube the other day. I believe it had Queen Abanata, Allison Kay, had a great CMLL trios match. A couple of the guys you would see on Ring of Honor, and my sentiment was too little too late. And I say that because like there was a period of time like when you're bringing up Ring of Honor, like, I've been watching Ring of Honor for like 2003, 2004, 2005. And I'm not comparing those are two different eras. We're talking about that's a whole different juggernaut at that time. But Ring of Honor today, when y'all were talking about like the individuals having the championships, Kingston, Briscoe, Athena, you know what I mean? Like they've itched their name with the legacy, right? But unfortunately, I don't think, because it's behind a paywall, it's hard for you to get invested in that. Yes, Athena is the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion of all time, right? Why is Athena not on mainstream television? Especially after having a match with Mercedes that probably a lot of people that I'm going to look at, if Mercedes loses tonight and she's not going on to All In wrestling Athena, what were we doing? Did we just do that match just to get that match out the way? Conversation for another day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole premise of, or at least what I thought this Ring of Honor was going to be, was you have this gigantic roster, you have a plethora of young talent. Why are we not separating what Ring of Honor is from what AEW is? And keep in mind, I'm not Tony Khan. I'm not in those rooms or anything. But they could have set up residency at a smaller arena. You know, they could go back and forth. Could have done it at the 2300 arena. Could have done it at Universal Studios. Could have done it at Center Stage in Atlanta. A more intimate setting to make Ring of Honor separate. You know what I mean? You do your weekend tapings, knock all that out, right? You have your big champions, have them in prolific matches to where the crowd, like they go to like Dynamite, Collision. Every once in a while, they'll have a big match. You know what I mean? But you set the importance of like you're getting a rare opportunity to see the Ring of Honor World's Women's Champion exclusively on Collision. But if you want to see more of her, go follow us on YouTube. Go watch Ring of Honor, right? We have the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito here teaming with the Outrunners. But if you want to see the absolute best from Bandito, go watch Ring of Honor on YouTube, right? As opposed to we just have Bandito teaming with the Outrunners. We have Mercedes and Athena wrestle because this is the match people want to see, right? And if I'm a casual fan and say I'm locked in on that, and I'm like, yo, I really want to see more of Athena, I have to pay to go see that. The model should have been Ring of Honor on YouTube, the big shows behind the paywall. No different than any other like PLE pay-per-view, right? Ring of Honor, the reason why I say it's too little too late, we've heard the reports, oh, they're waiting on a TV deal, right? We coming up on nearly 4 or 5 years of them trying to get a TV deal for Ring of Honor. At this point, either lock in on YouTube, make the roster. Like you have a tournament going on right now, a Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship tournament happening right now. Who's in the tournament? Who's in the tournament? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even saying that in a like, oh, I don't know who any of these people are. Like, you have.
I know one.
Who? No.
Queen Aminata.
I know another one.
Who?
Diana Barrazo. But that's us. Us.
But you bring up Queen Aminata, right? You bring up Queen Aminata, right? And I love the work Megan Bain has been doing. Why couldn't Queen Aminata have been in that spot? You know what I mean? Like, Queen Aminata has been on the roster, proven herself many a times, right? Had a phenomenal match with Toni Storm. I like Megan Bain. I think she's great. Queen Aminata couldn't have been in that role. Hard hitting, tall, you know what I mean? Does damage.
Ain't no low key about it, baby.
Yeah,
One time for the legend Gino right there too, man. The
Yeah.
God himself. But yeah, that's that. I get mad thinking about Ring of Honor, bro.
Mhm.
Okay, can I just say this one last
Jesus,
point?
man.
One last
Mhm.
point. I will never forget it because it was before Mark Briscoe won the Ring of Honor World Championship. And at the time, Claudio was
Call that man by his slave name. Crazy.
Claudio had the Ring of Honor World Championship run or the title. And there was a promo where they were talking, and like we're not, I think at the time, we were maybe 6 months out from Jay Briscoe passing away. Right? Yeah, it was real. It was fresh. It was real fresh, and it was on Ring of Honor. But Mark, they were setting up Death Before Dishonor, if I'm not mistaken. It was supposed to be Mark Briscoe and Claudio, and they cut a phenomenal promo, right? Which sometimes I hate that Claudio's in the spot that he's in because to me it was Claudio's best promo he ever did. And the emotion of Mark selling because Claudio's pretty much like I fought your brother. I know your brother. You know what I mean? Like your brother would be disgusted to see how weak you've become. It was an excellent promo. And I just remember getting mad because I'm like, more people need to see this. Not everybody is going to see it on social media. Like this needs to be something that you see on television. And when it never went anywhere, I think that's when I realized I was like, all right, Ring of Honor is just going to be just this and nothing more. But yeah.
Indeed.
It's tough. It's tough.
Hey man, you got a few
It is
months.
what it is. It is what it is, baby.
You got a few months, and I don't know how much September might be an audition for a particular TV deal to come through.
Oh, I see what you're saying because of all the shows back to back to back.
You know, we getting man, it's up. It's up. We gotta see what's going on in these next few months with ROH, man. Before we get to 26. Yeesh.
I think what bothers me the most, like you said, is just the things that you named, like the fixes. I don't see it being that difficult. It's not like you said anything that was earth-shattering. Like, it's just unfortunate, but I figured it was time we actually discussed it in detail while we had the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Great topic too, bro.
Yeah, real, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it, man. And again, you know, I'm a big believer of we them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know what I mean?
Simple and plain.
I'm a huge believer in that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever energy this pod puts out, you know, it'll find its way back. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
I could be the latter, dark, which I probably should be, set myself up, but I gotta have some type of hope. So if this be it, then cool. Because I believe
we are
my video led Montez to win the tag team championship. So, you know, if I can do that.
Damn, the universe froze on you.
Yeah, they said it was hating.
Yeah, we that last part. Yeah, the universe was like,
it was hating on you right there. That shit crazy.
My chip, my bad.
Now, typically, this is where we would end the show on a happy note, but we have one last topic to go through. And
oh yeah, and I gotta talk about the news we had this week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna take y'all back to happier times. February 21st, 2025. It was a Friday. It was SmackDown. We was y'all chilling, watching. We hear Oh, it was The Block is Hot. The Block was hot on, and people didn't know what song it was, which still hurts my heart to this day.
Ugh.
And
Never
then-
forget somebody. No, never forget somebody who's been like, "What Def Rebel song is this?" It's Def
that is
Wicked,
disgusting.
man.
Def Rebel
Wicked.
could never. The fuck?
Wicked.
They wish they could.
The
They
fuck?
wish they would never be so relevant. But then it turned into The Rock. The Rock comes out. He then announces that in the year 2026, I believe April 11th and April 12th, that we were going to get New Orleans, WrestleMania in New Orleans. That's what we thought we was going to get until about 3 days ago or 4 days ago when they dropped it on us that New Orleans would no longer have WrestleMania next year. And then a day later, they were like, hey, actually, it'll have WrestleMania in the coming year and another time in the future. But they're going to have Money in the Bank next year in August. That's what we're going to do. I will let you know when Scotland dropped this news on me because I believe I was at work. I was sad because I was like, what about the Mania I was going to go to? I was holding off. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
I haven't been to New Orleans.
It's so real. Oh my god.
I was holding off going to New Orleans because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be there in April next year. It's okay. It's fine. I get to combine wrestling and going to New Orleans, one of the best food cities in the United States. This is gonna be great. But sadly, a wool was pulled over my eyes. A carpet pulled from beneath me. So who do we have to blame? Do we blame the company, WWE? Do we blame the company that owns WWE, TKO? Yes, that's exactly who we're going to blame because that's who did it. And why did they do it? Because they said we can run this bitch up one more time and make this shit UFC and have every big event ever in either Las Vegas or Saudi Arabia. That's what we gonna do. If it's not in Saudi and it's not US and it's not Las Vegas, it don't make no sense. So they didn't care about us, which we already knew that. We knew they don't care, not for real, and that's okay. Everyone can be disappointed. I know I was disappointed. I still am disappointed, and we have the right to be because they robbed us of a great cultural and fun ass experience in New Orleans to put that junk back in Las Vegas for greed. So yeah, how did y'all feel about said things?
I heard we also getting Fiend again next year as a theme song.
Y'all don't do that to me. Stop playing with me.
They would never. They would never run back a theme song. They're gonna have to.
Yeah, how dare they?
This is
Everybody involved in this process is going to hell.
This is disappointing.
Ariel Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, Nick Khan, Paul Levesque, Dwayne Johnson, everybody to hell, to the deepest parts of hell.
This is very disappointing, man. Like Nolo said, what happened to the Mania I was gonna go to? I was trying to do a few things on my end. I was trying to conjure up a few wrestling guys' spirits. I was trying to potentially sell my own soul right before the announcement got made. 42 could slide back to the city, but it's not happening. It appears I've sold my soul for nothing. Try to do the witchcraft. I try to do the things, didn't work out. And everybody loves 40. I heard everybody have a good time. I really heard no complaint. I didn't hear too many complaints about 40.
No, 40 was cool. Like I said, bypass the code, you good. Like the city was beautiful. New Orleans would have been perfect. Yeah. I've heard so many good things about New Orleans and like the Mania weekend.
Yeah.
This don't move me, man. Like this don't.
The city is also designed for Mania. It's so New Orleans is so like beautifully designed. So are we, as far as just like walkability and I mean A to B. But New Orleans is flush. Like New Orleans is so good for Mania because you got the Smoothie King and you got Smoothie King Center. Excuse me, not like a Smoothie King facility or location, but the Smoothie King Center and then the Superdome right next to each other. Like, you know, the French Quarter isn't too far. Like, it's so perfectly designed for Mania, bro. Like, honestly, like New Orleans could get a Mania residency. Granted, they had what 30 and 34. So yeah, man, like something like that would be like dope as shit. But we obviously not getting that at all. You know what I mean? But
robbed you were. Also, I wanted to say, just like you was talking when you was talking about Philly. I had a great time in Philly. Philly was awesome. You know, the only thing I have against going to Philly is that your drivers are terrible. That's it.
Nobody here knows how to drive. No, that's why I'm not a frequent driver myself in Philadelphia.
I thought Virginia was bad, and then I went to and drove in Philly.
Yeah, man. People are terrible. It's really bad car culture here, really bad road etiquette. I mean, a lot of what people do like contributes to the big trash issue in the city right now. People throw shit out the windows like it. And they do that in certain neighborhoods, obviously. And on certain freeways. But yeah, man, out there, man. It's besides some of these dumbass drivers, you know what I mean? It's a good place to come visit for an event for a weekend. You know what I mean? Stay down. Yeah.
Great.
Not gonna tell you to come to the hood, but you know, if you want to, you know, that's available. But
oh yeah, absolutely, man. Sadly I had to get my hotel in Jersey, but it wasn't that far. It wasn't that far at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 10-minute ride.
Yeah, man. So it's like shit, niggas not even. We probably gonna have to do a whole like we said, another retreat. Cause I would love to go. I would just to see like what the experiences is like. I'm just hearing too many bad reviews, man. About
you talking about in
Vegas Mania weekend? Yes, I don't. Yeah,
it's like there was a point where I was excited. I was excited to go, and then when every one of y'all was like, "Y'all not going," I was like, my excitement went away, and I was like, "Well, I'm good with not going. I get to save some bread."
Yeah,
because I'd have spent a minute in that joint.
Yeah, and you gonna spend money in Vegas, Mania or no Mania? Like that's why the city exists.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but like
it's capitalist paradise, bro.
Yeah. So we get a Mania again in Vegas. After that, they saying they're trying to go to NO, like afterwards, or like what are we like?
They said they would get a future Mania. I don't think they automatically said yes, we're gonna get one in 2027, but they just said a future one.
What are the main events of the next two Manias, you think?
Man, we was supposed to get Ricky Starks being one of them. Damn.
Yeah, Ricky was gonna come up that weekend, bro. But granted, the Money in the Bank thing that might happen, that almost, yeah, we'll see. We gotta hold out, but fuck.
Wait, did you say you wanted Ricky Saints in the main event?
Oh, well,
I'm being delusional, man. Just let me be, bro.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Either way,
no, man, Nolo was about to shoot down. He was about to smoke me.
He was about to shoot all your drinks down. That man Nolo leaned in. He leaned in. He was like,
Ricky Saints? Nah. No, sir. You're not getting your clips off of me.
That's first of all, that's not what I was gonna do. I just wanted to pin you down so you can say what you like, you were saying. No. That's all. Like you know how they do in journalism when they be like, "Let me hear your quote." Just get the quote of what it is. So I know that's what you were standing on. That's all. I wasn't gonna kill your dream or nothing. I was just curious.
I don't know, man. The way you leaned in, like,
and I already know. No. I already know what this is for. But I don't say that, so I don't care.
All right, man.
Thank you. That's all. Out here like I'm about to kill dreams. I was chilling. I just wanted him to stick to the quote, so I know exactly where he's standing on.
It'd be nice.
Yo, let me ask y'all something. This is random. I know we was talking a little bit about him. Do y'all do y'all claim like Hangman, like regionally, or like no?
I've claimed him stately.
Okay.
Who do we claim?
Hangman.
Like Hangman. Like is he like VA representation for y'all? Like how does that go for y'all?
That man is from the part of VA that we don't go to.
He is from White Edge.
Yeah,
like John Crook.
That is not my Virginia.
Hey, nah, that is not the Virginia we visit. He is from 434. No, thank you.
Got you.
No,
Put it like this. Like I love Hangman. Like Hangman get the world title, yeah. Like, but like that's not like one of those things. Like, oh, bring it to the city.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hangman
unless he coming to like Norfolk, Hampton, Newport News, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Suffolk, shit, even Richmond, maybe, but nah, he ain't coming. That's not from the area he from. He not from the 7-5. He not from the 804. He ain't from the seven. What's that joint is?
7.
What's Nova? It's 70 something. I forgot.
Yeah.
708.
Yeah.
Put it like this: it's more of the West Virginia than VA.
Represents that whack ass 434.
Yeah, he over there. But he cool though. He cool.
Yeah,
he cool.
Yeah, but he distant. He a little distant. I got you.
Yeah, I got you.
I figure. I just
seven forever, man.
I just was checking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good to know. That's
a real question.
Hey, we here to answer it.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm the question man. They say alchemist the answer man. I'm the question man. I got all the questions, but I'm just like, yo, like I wonder, like, yeah, but I just never, I never got clarification. So I just, I mean,
hey, dog, I had to research. I was like, where the hell is this city they talking about? And then I was like, oh, this is a little town. And I was like, oh, it's over there. I was like,
shit, that's why it's called Hangman.
Whoa, I'm gonna go ahead and get my
goodness gracious.
Y'all acting shocked like that. Is that not how they get down over there? y'all acting surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Got with the knowledge. I'm gonna teach you the book. Oh my god.
You know what? You right.
That's the culture.
Hey. The real culture for them.
That's tough. That's tough.
Before we rock out of here, man. WWE Evolution 2 all women's pay-per-view. Can't wait.
Yep.
Be fire.
And it's in Atlanta.
Whose decision was it to have it go on at the same time, at the same date, 4 minutes away from the Cowboy Carter tour?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's happening the same time.
That's crazy.
They don't
know.
Y'all didn't know.
For those that can't make it.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Evolution will go head to head with Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's 4 minutes from where Beyonce's performing. First of all, Atlanta traffic is terrible.
Yeah.
This shit, if you had aspirations to get into the city, you're not going that night. But I just need to know. I need to know. Do you think they knew ahead of time that Beyonce was performing that same day?
I want to say yes and no. Right? Like, I'm pretty sure when they did, they probably had it's Beyonce, so they're not, again, y'all know. But they probably ain't look at that. They ain't probably look at the schedule. And then
once that demographic
started,
that's not their demographic.
Right. That's not the fuck. So they probably
they only care about one word in that, Cowboy. That's about it.
So then when the word starts traveling, they probably was like, fuck it. Shit, we can hang.
You can't.
Right, correct. You cannot. You at all. But Word to them.
So I have a question. So what are like the chances folks feel like going on a pilgrimage?
Say it again.
What are the chances that we feel like going on that pilgrimage? I know Scotland's out. Scotland hanging out with his wife. That's different.
Me and the missus are going to be in the comfort of our room watching all the festivities with no traffic, no issues. This is great food. It's going to be a vibe. Yeah, we good.
I feel you. I was just asking the gauging from the other two gentlemen here.
Yeah, I'm on the. If y'all make it happen, man. If two of y'all make it happen, then I think I might have to make it happen. When is it? It's
July 12th.
6 weeks.
It's July 12th. July is a particular type of month for me as well. Yeah. Hey man, if
it's the birthday month, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, they breathing down my neck about this real ID for domestic flights. Yeah,
Just get your passport, bro. Just rock with your passport.
Yo, it's funny. My joint expires this year. I gotta reapply. You're right. Let me just rock out with that. You're right. Absolutely. I'm a couple months away, but I mean, I should get. But yeah, let's I don't know. Let's figure it out. But no, that don't sound bad, Scott. That actually sounds pretty glorious. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence, man.
I was just curious because our brethren D-Mac already live there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
so yeah.
The biggest incentive there.
For me, it just depends on time frame and bread frame because I'm moving back to the crib.
You are moving back to the crib. Welcome back.
So
you know how VA get down?
I do. So yeah, it'll depend on that. So I'm on the fence for right now.
All right, that's cool.
I want to go.
Oh yeah, bro. I think it'd be a hella great time.
I want to go.
All right, so I got another question. More about the event. What's the main event? What's your dream main event?
For Evolution?
Yes.
EO and Kyrie.
This
for the sickos.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, that's for the streets for real. I would, and that's title match, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it, man.
Hold on, let me do some research real quick.
We definitely. I mean, Tiffy is obviously like I think one half of what I think should be the main event. The other person, I don't know if I'm being too biased about my own personal what I want to see or like what actually should happen. Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar return. That'd be dope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want that though. We were talking a little bit about it earlier. Though I don't know if I want Tiffy and my girl Chelsea. I don't know if I want Tiffy and Chelsea as the main event.
Oh, Evolution 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't.
Hey man. I know. So I like got one, but I'm saying this because if what Trips, I'm thinking what Trips would do, even though I think they would probably save this for like a Mania sometime down the road. But how about in one corner you got Tiffy Time, the other corner you got Rhea Ripley.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying.
I was like, yeah, but I don't know. Card gonna be fired. It shouldn't be no reason why like every match. Yeah, I mean,
there should be some heat. Definitely should be some heat.
What's Charlotte doing on this card? Y'all think?
That's what I'm about to say. It's tricky because you got Evolution, then
Charlotte and Jade.
Yeah, let's get to that.
That's the money. That's the money.
Yeah. Let's get that out of the way.
Hopefully, we get Liv back by then, right?
Oh yeah.
And they still going? Do they walk into Evolution with the titles?
Without question. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's no reason to. Yeah. Okay.
So you want
who challenges?
They're gonna lose.
Secret? No, I don't know.
Nah, but do
That's the other end. My bad. Yeah.
do Alexa and Nikki Cross.
There we go.
Yeah, Alexa and Nikki Cross.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus-
This is exciting.
Versus Liv and
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Raquel.
Okay.
What Binky gonna do?
That's the thing.
Another thing.
That's where I'm at with it. Cause she's sliding around the block pretty soon.
Her and Naomi.
So okay. Hold that.
That should main event it.
Wait a minute. You gonna do that at Evolution or SummerSlam?
Evolution.
Shit, at SummerSlam, you could do Jade versus Binky.
You could.
Damn.
And you don't need no
Unless you
title.
want to wait till Mania to do it, but
Nah, I'm cool with Slam if they did that. Damn.
gotta say, you gotta think that's just 2 nights now.
Yeah. Shit.
But
Let me get back to it. That's a tough one.
I like Bianca and Naomi, and that should main event it.
Mhm. Yeah, another match that don't need no title. That is just it's up already, and it serves well as a potential main event. Huh.
So wait, so you run Bianca and Naomi at Evolution,
Mhm.
and then you run Bianca and Jade at SummerSlam.
Yes.
What about Naomi?
She can get her title shot then.
At SummerSlam.
Yeah. I definitely think
sound pretty good. Sound pretty good.
There. Gotta be in the mix.
Because I'm like, yo, for me, I'm like, the end goal still has to be Naomi for me. That's where I'm at. And I'm like, damn, Evolution, SummerSlam, how do you? But that serves all agendas, and Naomi can win at SummerSlam or cash in. However she don't do it. So what's the main event at Evolution?
Naomi and Bianca.
That's some okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
who did you say? Naomi and
Bianca.
No,
Bianca.
man. I feel you, but they definitely
It
give
needs
that.
to be
They
a
give
title.
that.
Be a
They give
title.
that slot.
They need
They either giving that slot to Charlotte or Tiffany.
Damn. I got you.
You know, Tripp's gonna have his white woman.
He needs his blonde. He needs one of the blondes up there. I feel you.
It's nasty word, man. It's nasty word.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I ain't got nothing else tonight, fellas. Do y'all?
Oh, wait a second. So they what you call it? Scrap Daddy was out here and he announced some qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank. And one of them is Sammy versus who's Sammy? Is it Sammy, Seth, and I forgot who the third one is. Well, my whole reasoning for it is that I have a campaign.
Okay.
My campaign is for Sami Zayn to get the Money in the Bank.
You could find me at Scotland.
Oh shit! Wait! Let me reel you in. Let me get you there. So there's a reason. There's a reason that I want this. Because I want Sami Zayn to cash in on Jey Uso. I want the chaos of the person that he is closest to be the one to take the belt from him. That's what I want. I think that'd be compelling television. Damn, nobody else saw that. Okay, my bad. Shit. You can find me. You can find me at.
Let's have it, no. I'm ready. Let's get it. I'll slide with you on this one, bro. It's all good.
Don't you ever bring that type of bullshit to this podcast ever again.
God damn. All right. Well, shit. All right. Okay, man. You can find me at Relay of the Leaf.
No,
Twitter,
you don't even get to.
Instagram.
People don't get to find you anywhere for that ridiculousness. Nigga said Sami Zayn. What?
All right, shit. Man, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. I thought it was a good idea. Shit.
He ain't even
My bad.
he ain't let you even cook with it.
My bad. I didn't even get to put the chef hat on for real.
That's why damn.
Man said, nah. Yo, he took my kitchen tools away from me. Like he fucking Gordon Ramsay and shit. Said, nah.
Damn.
That's fine. It's okay.
It would be chaotic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I see the
Just saying.
video. I see.
Yes, sir. It would be very chaotic.
I was just saying.
I think I'm so fixated.
Sammy, go ahead.
I said I think I'm so fixated on the mellow agenda. Like I'm not thinking of.
You know what? I got you.
Yeah.
And you know what? I would want that the most, but I also trying to be like something that might actually happen.
That's fair. That's sad. That's very sad, but that's fair.
I'm sorry. That's all.
Oh, before we really rock out of here, Chad Gable in Vikingo is going to be fucking insane. I just needed to say that.
You know what's fucking hilarious? That is gonna be fire. But you know what's hilarious? The fact that both El Grande Americano and Chad Gable have they both have separate superstar profiles on the website on WWE.com. When you go to superstars, you scroll down. El Grande Americano is up there early, right? And I'm like, yo, let me go down to the C's. You know what I mean? Because CH Chad and lo and behold, Chad Gable is there. It's amazing. I love the small things sometimes in wrestling. Just make me
It goes a long way. It goes a long way.
Still make me hang around this thing. Man, I'm like, this is dope. This is hilarious. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be fire though. Can't wait.
That is true.
Let's get to that, Jay.
That'd be a big match too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. But
yes.
Hey,
oh no, he taking that belt.
Oh yeah, the current champ is not. Yeah, the current champ is not walking out with that title.
No, that motherfucker not even on the poster. He the champion in the AAA.
So Jeff Cobb.
What about him?
It hasn't been the best of starts.
I disagree.
Yeah, I was about to say, what did you want?
Yeah, I disagree.
I'm not expecting what we're expecting, but I don't know, man. I wasn't too fond of the first match with him in LA. I didn't think it was necessary. And then even in the tag, and maybe because I'm rushing it. That damn.
They telling you, yo, they telling you to wrap it up.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Maybe because I'm being impatient, so that's probably could be a factor as well. Probably sure they're gonna slow roll to what we are accustomed to, but it just hasn't. I haven't felt strongly about the first two times I've seen him rolled out. But again, I could be just impatient.
I'm about to say I've enjoyed it. Even though this ain't got nothing to do with Jeff Cobb, one of my favorite things from SmackDown was when Jacob said, "I love you, Solo," and then Solo was like, "That man ain't say that shit in 6 months."
That was funny.
Look,
I've enjoyed his presentation so far, and I've enjoyed the limited amount of action that we have seen with him.
I think
maybe that's how I need to look at it too. I think the first match rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm like, all right, let me take my time with this.
It wasn't hard hitting enough.
No, because I guess again, I think I'm admitting to some of my faults. Probably so. I just thought we were gonna get a little bit more than what we got between him and LA Knight. It really felt impromptu. and I didn't necessarily thought it was needed right then and there. But I'm also like, all right, well, we know what he's capable of, and we can't just have it all at one time. Or it's not like a Jacob Fatu situation where it's like him coming out the gate, a monster was the right call. Let's walk this with Jeff Cobb because again, we just got here. We just got to put Jacob on the map. So that's why I'm trying to look at it. But it just, I guess the first two outings it didn't rub me the right way. If that makes sense.
I feel you. No, I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think I think Jeff Cobb is gonna be one of those like once he gets cooking, he'll be in the groove.
Right.
You gotta remember also like Jeff Cobb's not like, you know, he's been rocking in Japan, so like
True.
Get back in that groove into like American, then you know WWE, that's a whole different presentation. So he's and not negating it because he's wrestled in AEW. I just feel like once he gets fully accustomed, he'll be good. He'll be good.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Makes sense too.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, that's all I got.
Go watch Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Or NXT, whatever, you know, floats your boat.
Game 3.
You were right the first time.
Watch game 3.
Watch
the
game 3.
Watch the Knicks go
there
down.
you go.
Watch the Knicks go down 0-3.
Hey, look, NXT does have Soruka Kalani Jordan, so you know that's gonna be fire.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's gonna be the match of the night.
Yes,
That's the match of the night, bro.
And from what I've read, then you know what I mean about who's backstage, that TNA World Title match should have eyes on it too.
Much motion.
Yeah, the person I saw that was gonna be there, I was like, yeah, they might be setting up something big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, Double or Nothing. You know what I mean? We'll be on until 3 a.m.
Nah, that's when Lowe's still gonna be out here streaming.
Oh yeah.
That's the last shift. That's the last match, man.
Low out here, he only halfway done for the night. He's still
man,
got-
Enjoy the pay-per-view, man. Enjoy, you know, I just tweeted out the menu. You know what I mean? Y'all could indulge with me on the words. I wish y'all was here with me to enjoy some of this. But yeah, man. I'm excited.
I'm still trying to think what I'm gonna eat for the evening.
I will definitely be turning this chat off. I will not be on Twitter at all for
I got you.
the betterment of my soul.
I've been there. I know that feeling.
I will be waiting till tomorrow, and that's that. So I hope y'all enjoy Double or Nothing. I'm gonna be watching Battleground. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I remember it was I think it was the night of was it Sting retirement match? That pay-per-view? I think I had to like put that joint. I had to put the chat on like mute. I was like, bro, no, can't do this. I'm outside. I'm not gonna watch a second of this show yet. I gotta watch this tomorrow.
So I'm gonna confess something when it comes to the group chat. I have the group chat on muted, right?
I know this already.
That's not. We know.
So when I see the number of texts like increase, one of two things is happening. There's something really big's happening on sports, or shit is getting spoiled. Either way, I'm not looking at it until the next day, until I've actually sat down and watched it.
Yeah, it'd be
yeah.
Hey man,
Like,
I love that random sports thing in the chat. It'd be great.
Oh yeah, no, there was it was the finals of the NBA finals of 2023 when I was in Scotland. And I remember waking up and like I think the group chat was at like 90.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I was asleep at the start, like 5 hour difference. So like, yeah,
he was packed up,
and I was mad because the finals got spoiled for me, and I was like, you know what? I'm never responding to this group chat again.
Me and DJ crazy.
I'm here to let y'all know when the show is, what your topics are, and that's it.
Hating on me. Yep, those that's it.
Yeah, about right.
But yes, you can find me Poetic Scotland on X, Scotland _
Shit.
what happened?
Oh no, my bad. I just looked. We was talking about Cowboy Carter, and I didn't realize my sister was at the Cowboy Carter show in MetLife tonight. And I was like, oh, that makes sense why she went to New York. I didn't know why she went there.
Globetrotter. Yeah.
Oh, nigga, is she? Goodness gracious. She out here.
Yeah. But yeah, Poetic Scotland on X, Scotland_Underwood on Instagram. Actually, I have a new venture, SCOTLAND-ISM Pro Wrestling, a playlist of some of my favorite wrestling matches. The link is in the description. But yeah, it's a YouTube channel. I'm just putting it together. Matches that I just think are genuinely dope. I think people should watch. Adding to it daily, you know what I mean? So yeah, go tap in with that.
Hey,
we on that.
And that's your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. That is your watch list.
I love it.
13 months.
I like how you moving, player. I like how you moving.
You see how I get down?
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you putting down, partner.
Yes, sir.
You can find me at Relic of the Leaf on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Follow the pod pages on all three of those platforms. Until the final whistle, we'll be back with another new episode at some point. We'll figure it out. And yeah, man.
You already know where to find me, man. Low from the lead, locker room lead is fine. BGW pod is for life. At all times.
Yo. Listen, support the home team until the final whistle. You know what I'm saying? Locker room lead. You know what I mean? Scotland words of life all around. You know what I mean? Mac doing what Mac do. You know what I mean? Mac Bossa Corner. Want to put that out there. Want to manifest that. You know what I'm saying? When it happens.
Shout out to the common man.
Shout out to the myth, the legend of Mac. Listen, I got a little something. You know what I mean, y'all probably know by now. Y'all probably been around. Y'all probably seen this shit. Episode 1, lock. You know what I'm saying, ladies.
Fire.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you all. And we're gonna keep it going. Episode 2 tomorrow, 5 p.m. Be there. Beat me there.
Hey.
Fire.
And let's watch the chaos of women's basketball. You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be a movie.
I love it here. It's great. It's quite great.
It's gonna be great. And go find DMAC on all his platforms. DMAC Tardy.
Absolutely.
Across the board. But yeah, gentlemen, we done on the road to 202 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you are interested in collabing with the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast, hit us up. You know what I mean? We always looking for co-host. And yeah, you know what I mean? We're here to keep building this bridge that we got going on. So
well, don't ask us to plug you into nothing because we trying to get there too, goddammit. So take it easy. Trying to get out of here too. So we don't know this person, we don't know that person. You know what I mean? If we do, we're not gonna tell them to you because we trying to get there where they at. So when we get there, we'll find a way to help y'all too. But until then, just come with the love.
That's all you got to do. But until next time, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. To the people watching, we love y'all. Go like, subscribe. But we are out.
Peace out to my world.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
never give Nolo the book.
And that too.
Hey yo, fuck you. Low, you're cool. D-Mac's also cool.
West Philly, South Philly, North Philly, Uptown. We did it. Let's defend, baby. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.